Hello guys, how we doing? It's the Three Hammers, it's Luke again, bringing you the preview for the big game on Saturday, 12:45 kickoff at Upton Park. It's West Ham and we're hosting Big Sam Allardyce's Sunderland. Let's start with Sunderland, shall we? Mr. Allardyce, welcome back to Upton Park. What sort of reception is he going to get, guys? We discussed this in the podcast the other night. It's probably going to be very mixed. You've got your Sam loyalists and you've also got your people that really don't appreciate anything Sam done and just will always be negative towards Sam. I'm sort of in the middle myself. Probably give him a bit of stick myself. Purely on the arrogance and the way he left the team. You know, the atmosphere should be really electric. They currently sit in 19th place on 23 points. Sunderland, again, very, very poor season, very poor defensively. Obviously, Sam's just gradually sorting them out, but in general, the whole season's not been that great. Their last game out, though, obviously, they played Manchester United. Again, very poor Man United, but they won 2-0. In their last few games, you know, they've drawn a few, they've won a few. Sort of bit of a mixed bag. They've conceded 11 goals and scored 10. So it's very mixed. And does that ring any bells, fella Hammers? You know, the mixed, very inconsistent form. Obviously, a lot like us over probably the whole Sam era, really. We never really got consistent and just couldn't sort of string a lot of results together, really. Our last meeting at Upton Park, our last meeting at the Stadium Light back in October was 2-2, wasn't it? And that was goals from Fletcher and Lenz, and obviously Lenz also got red carded that game, and Jinkinson and Pyatt brought it back for us. Again, it was another one of those slow start games that we got very lucky that we was playing a poor team and managed to drag ourselves back in. Last season at Upton Park, it was 1-0. Sacco scored in the 88th minute. So, not bad at it. Last few games, you know, couple of draws against them, couple of wins against them. Not that, don't really fear them that much. But they do have some dangerous players, and I have picked them out as I do every week with our opposition. Obviously, Jermaine Defoe, ex-Hammer, always got an eye for goal. Loves scoring against West Ham. Last chance he'll ever get a scoring against West Ham at Upton Park. So I'm sure he'll be well up for doing that, you know. Their new signing, is it Karazi? Just checking the spelling of that. He looks very dangerous, you know. Seen some good reviews of him in the papers and stuff, saying that he could be the man that sort of help keeps them up, you know. And Villa is very good, skillful player, works hard. And Catamo always puts in a shift, doesn't he? And that Lars, the one who scored against us, also he's quite a dangerous threat. Their strengths, obviously for me, it's a Big Sam team. They're hard to break down. Going to be a threat from set pieces, as we know, you know. That's how we've played for years, you know. They're going to be pumping it up. But we've got some good defenders like Collins and stuff that can get their heads in there and defend against it. So, as much as he's good at set pieces, that's one thing we can take from Sam. We're quite well drilled still defensively at set pieces. Their weaknesses, obviously, they're inconsistent. And, you know, when they've got pressure, they sometimes collapse. And I think if we pressure the ball early, don't let them play too high quickly, I think we can get it, send a message out and get a good win, you know, against Sam and send him home crying, full of excuses. With us, obviously, we're doing okay. Our last game was Blackburn the weekend. We won 5-1. Fantastic, one of the results of the season, full of confidence, you know. I expect us to line up with Adrian, Byram, Ogbonna, Collins, Cresswell, Obiang Noble, Antonio, Payet, Moses, and probably Emaneki to go in. Obviously, Lanzini, I expect to see some point, you know, he's a crucial player. Sacco has not been ruled fit. I think it was David Gold that I read. He's not fit yet. So we're looking good now, you know, and a few more wins until the end of the season, we could be right up there in fifth, you know. We've got some tough games coming up against Man United. We've still got to play Man United twice now, haven't we? We've got Arsenal, obviously, to come, Tottenham to come in next week. So, yeah, like I say, we've got a little bit of a tough run, but I think a few wins would be right up there. But for me now, I would totally, obviously, the league, do what you can, try and keep ticking over. But for me, it's all about that FA Cup now and keeping going. I expect us to win the weekend. I think we'll win about 2-1, 3-1. But yeah, don't go too hard, boys, because we all want that FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. Yeah, if you ain't checked out the podcast, guys, we discussed all the issues on how we think Sam's going to be treated for the game, what we predict, greatest moments that we've seen at Upton Park. Yeah, I think we're going to do well. keep believing, guys. Nice short preview today. I don't want to bore you too much. Keep believing. Come on, you eyes. Please like. Please comment. Please subscribe. Keep sharing our stuff. Really appreciate it, guys. There's a great West Ham family out there, and we're grand nicely as a channel. Let's go.